Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Springfield. That's the series. Episode, let me have a look. Episode 56. Wow. So today we're gonna build the prison. Now, at first I thought this was actually gonna be quite the project. As it turns out, the building isn't that big, and not only is it not that big, it's actually very simple. So I think we might be able to do this all in one episode. So the building itself, by the way, we are just opposite the police station. I thought it'd be a good spot to have the prison, right near the police station, right near the courthouse. It seems relatively fitting, doesn't it? So the building itself is 4 windows wide and about, well, I've done 3 blocks. That might be a little bit too small, because what we need to do is, if you look on the picture, can you see the bars to the prison? They run at the middle of the block, so we're actually going to have to do these 4 wide, so then we can get 3 bars, 1 at each section of the blocks. You'll see what I mean. So they've got to be 4 blocks wide, like this. It's quite a big building, but it's not that complicated. Something like that, okay? And then we're going to have a door in there as well. So I might remove that window, because on the picture, I think you can see that window. But yeah, that should be okay. And the wall around it should be good as well. It's not actually that big. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to stick with 2 high windows like this. This one's the door one. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to put that there, take that away, put that one there. And that can be where our door in and out of the prison is going to be. And then we can have this one around here. This one over here. Oop, frame rate. Steady now. And then this one down there. Wonderful. Down the side. Nice and simple is, again, 3 windows, though, not 4. So we're going to come along here for 4 blocks. 1, 2. This is like a tutorial episode. It should be a tutorial episode, because I don't think I'm going to have to think terribly hard about where blocks are going to go. So like that, and that gives us that. What we can do, you know, if we go along here, we'll be able to do a really, really easy copy and paste job. I think we'll be good with that. So if you come all the way along here, do I want to put glass in the windows and then bars on top, or do I want to leave it open? I think I want to leave it open, but I might put some black wool behind the windows to make it look like it's dark in there. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be a good idea. 2, 3, and then there's the 4th one. Oh, it's looking good so far. There, and there. Wonderful. Yeah, if we get some black wool, I've got it here already because we need it for a little bit later on. But if we put these along here. Steady now. Yeah, from the outside, that looks dark then. And then I've cut down these brown ones here to look like prison bars. Oops. That's what the idea is. Something like that. That looks pretty good. And I like the colour as well. We don't need them that thick if we don't want. Well, trouble is that the middle ones are going to be off-center if we do it any other way. If we could do it like that, it doesn't look terribly out of place, but it is a little bit off-center. I do think I prefer it like that, though. I think. And then what we can do is around the outside of the windows, just to give us a little bit of detail here, is put these around the outside. I forgot to cut down into a little nook to go in the corners. But we could do that. Now that really stands out. That really pops out that window, doesn't it? 100%. Okay, so we need to put black behind all of these windows here. In fact, we could probably do it a little bit of an easier way here. To there. Set to wool black. I think that's the command. Yeah. Then we can do it like this. Down to here. Again, how amazing would this be if we had this on console? It would save so much time on anything you build in creative. Like that. I bet it is a bit intensive, though, on the processor. We don't need it to there, do we? We just need it to there. Oops. Like that. Okay, now, I can't copy and paste Microblocks, so there's no point even trying that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to go straight from here to there. And then what we're going to do is, that's 4 blocks up. So if we stand on here and we copy this and then we go up 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5 blocks we need to do. And then paste it. Oh, no, we were right with the 4 blocks. I thought I was right. Go down 1. Paste. Oh? Wait a minute. Undo. I must have been just over the edge. Paste. There we go. Yeah, sweet. That's going to save some time. Oh, and then this window. We need to then fix again, don't we? Like that. Put black wool along the back there. Yeah, okay. And then if we do another copy and paste from here, we don't need to do that every time, do we? So how many floors up is it? It's 4 floors up on this first section. Let's go back over here. Full. Why isn't he falling? I'm just going higher. Copy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paste. Okay, so there's the actual first floor of the prison in. And then what it does is we have a little lip. 1 or 2 blocks out. I think I'm going to do 2 blocks out. So it would be from, yeah, from there. Boop. To do the same on the other side. So that'd be 1 block out. That'd be 2 blocks out. To there. And what block is this? 159.9. 1 set to 159.9. There we go. That fills that in. And then there's another floor on top, but that's only 3 blocks wide. So where's the middle point? Now, we have a problem. We have a pillar down the middle because we've done 4 windows wide, but this one's got 3 windows wide. You know what I might... This is going to be really tricky because this is the middle of the building, like right there, okay? If we set that like 3 blocks back, okay? Now the problem is that the window would have to be... Oops. Like that, but as you can see, that's off center. It's 1 block too far to the left. We have 2 choices. We either make the window 5 blocks, but then we're going to go over the edge. 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Well, it's still smaller. It's still 1 block smaller. Oh, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, and then it's only 2 windows down the side here. And it looks like there's a little gap there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 4 blocks. How many? That leaves us 5 blocks here and 3 blocks there. No. Let's move that over by 1. Move that over. 3 blocks on that side. 3 blocks on that side. But now we've got 2 blocks there and only 1 block here. So if we done that, that would work. That would be okay, wouldn't it? Okay. Yep. That looks good to me. We'll run this along here. Now, this is only 1 story high, so this is a nice, easy one that we can just do together. It's going to be a quick building, but it's going to look really good, especially when we get this surrounding wall up around the outside. I think I've actually placed it perfectly as well for the wall to be able to fit in. That's the hope, anyway. If not, we're going to be in some serious trouble. Because I'm not moving the whole thing. That's for sure. Right there. Doop. Right. And then black wool has to go behind there, and we have to put the what's it called? The iron bar, or not iron bars, but we're using like brown wool as the iron bars on the prison here to make it look like we're keeping people in. Do I like the brown? On the picture, it looks a little bit brown, but I think I might actually prefer. Let's see it with this grey. Oops. Let's just see it with this grey. See if we prefer it. So, does that look better? We can thicken these up as well. I think I was on the wrong side. We could do it like that. Do you guys prefer that better? I do. Yeah, I think I prefer that over the brown. Yeah, so I can do that on all the windows as well. Okay, no problem. We're sorting these problems out as we come to them. Okay, and then there's one more along here. And that one goes there. And then we have 2 blocks in the middle there. Wonderful. Okay, on top, we're going to do... I think we're going to go 1 block wider. So there and here. But I'm going to go 1 block up as well. So it's going to be a little bit thicker. Like that. Now, what block ID was it? That one, wasn't it? There we go. So that's what it's like on top of the prison. And then I'm going to fill in the middle with clay, I think I want to do. I'm going to do it from there to there. And set this to air. And then do there to there. And set it to clay. Just so it's a slightly different colour on the top. Yeah, like that. That looks good. That looks good. And I've got the spider webs. Spider webs always look the best for... what do you call them? Barbed wire. What is this? ID is just 30. So if I place... Now there's some spotlights on the end. So I don't want to go all the way to the end. So if we go from there... There, 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 and there. And then we do that to that. And if we just set it to 30, that should be cobwebs. Yeah, wonderful. There to there. That looks so much like barbed wire. I'm not the first person to think of using cobwebs as barbed wire, though it has been done a lot in the past. But there's the barbed wire on that level. That's really cool. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut away. I'm going to put all of the iron bars on, all of the windows, do the black on the top there. And then we'll be back to do the outside perimeter wall. And hopefully we'll be able to get it done all in one episode. I'll be right back. Sweet. Look at that. About 17 million hours later. That took so long to do. But that looks pretty good. I really, really like that. It looks so much like a prison. If you looked at that, you'd say, yeah, I know what that's meant to be. I know what that is. So, we've got some spotlights to do. I've got some simple ideas for these. What we're going to do is we're going to just do a stick with a... Whoops, not with a grass block on it. A stick with a block on top of that. And I'm going to put a glowstone on one of the faces of it. And it's going to just look like it's a spotlight like pointing in that direction. And then we'll do one here in the middle pointing towards us, and we'll have like one facing all directions, you see, and then this one will face the way that I'm standing here, and then this one will face towards the back. There, and there. Wonderful. Now, the walls on the outside. I've got this block here. It's the perfect colour. It could not be. I don't know what's with my frame rates today. I don't know what that is. 3, 4, 5. It's the perfect colour. I could not find a more suitable colour for the wall around here than this. What we're going to do is we're going to put a 5x5 for the towers, which gives us the ability to then be able to put a wall down the middle, you see. So we need to have this coming down the side here. Now we need to find a sort of central point. So if you go from there, which will be this one, all the way out, and then that gives us how many blocks? That gives, whoa, where am I? 4 blocks to the wall, 4 blocks to the wall, 4 blocks to the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 blocks to the wall here. Is that right? I don't think so. 2, 3, yeah, there. Like this, and then do. Wonderful. Okay, now we've got a 5x5 tower on the front. In the middle are 2 giant gates, but on either side of the gate it sort of widens up for a couple of blocks. So we're going to do that. And then the gates go in the middle there. Wonderful. Okay, we might as well go all the way down the side here as well. And then we can copy and paste our way up. All the way up to where the towers then get bigger. So we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks here. And there, is that it? That doesn't feel right. I think that's where it's meant to be. Yep. Oi, stop that. Tower goes in here. It's been a long episode for me. Literally, I must have been being honest to put all those windows in and all of the little bits around the outside. I think it was about 55 minutes or so, honestly. So it's not too bad. I mean, we've done things that have taken longer, but it's definitely a long episode for me. Okay, so that goes in like this, and then what we're going to do is, oh no, we can't copy and paste. I was hoping to copy and paste all. We could have done it if we'd done it the other way around, but if I copy and paste, I'm actually going to copy and paste the wall there as well. But at the very least, I can shortcut the process by going from there to there. Copy. And then paste. Like this. Paste. 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 How high do we want to go? These go up to the same level as the third window, so we've got a couple more to do. Paste and paste. That's cool. That's a nice height. So then we just need to do that with all the other bits here as well. So we'll go from there to there. Come down. Copy. There's probably a quicker way to do this, like with some sort of wall command or something. But the time it takes for me to set that up, it's just going to be just quick to do this. Wonderful. And then what ID is that? 159.8 will be from there to there. Set to 159.8 for the back wall. And then the same along here. We go from there to there for that one. There to there for that one. And then this goes up the middle. I'm going to go one higher as well. There's a reason behind that, I think. I might remove that one, actually. I don't know. So these come all the way up here. And now what we have is a wall that goes incredibly high, in fact. We have a wall that goes all the way around the outside. We've got the tower that gets a little bit thicker. Oh, in fact, this front wall looks like it's a lot shorter, actually, than the other ones. I didn't notice that. All right, then. So we should do from there to there. Why would the front be shorter? Set to where? That gets rid of all those. We might as well do the same with this one. It'll be quicker than doing anything else. There and there. I think that's like my 6th or 7th or 8th day that I've seen, like noon or start to become nighttime. Pretty crazy. I'm going to use the brown wool here for the doors. They don't need to open up. That's not necessary for us. Like this. And I might put a little bit of grey around the outside. Just put a little bit of a design in. Oh, stop it. All the way up here. Over the top. Just, it has a little bit of detail that way, doesn't it? I really want to do this all in one episode. If it's a longer episode, then I hope you enjoy it. It is a sort of more tutorial type episode than anything we've ever done before. So hopefully you guys won't mind too much. I see there's, spider webs along the top of that door. And then I think this is actually meant to be thicker here as well, isn't it? That's what it feels like to me while if I'm looking at the picture. It should be like that. And then there's a block that goes over the top of this. Like this. And then the sign then goes on top of that. I'm actually going to go one block higher. Yeah. And then one block higher. And then we go up into the air. And then the sign starts here. We're going to do the sign the same colour. But I do have a little bit of cut down white wool just to make it stand out a little bit. So that goes like that. And I think I'm going to fill those in. I might put a little bit of colour on there. I don't know yet. Let's get some white here just to place along the front there. That's obviously where the sign would say Springfield Penitentiary. Is that how you say it? We just call them prisons here. It must be an American thing to call it a penitentiary. I think that's how you say it. I might be wrong. It sounds about right. There you go. Just like that. Okay. And now we need spider. Oh, no. Not spider webs on here. What I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to go from there to there and set that to 159.8. Yes. Perfect. And do that same here. Like that. So that one to 59.8. And then I might as well put down the... It might be easier to put these down by hand, in fact, just to run them along. I think that's probably going to be quicker than anything else. Now, these also... Yeah, these go up, don't they? And over the top of the side. So they come this way. They then come up. And over the top of the side here. Hey, look, a lot like barbed wire. And there you go. There's the front. Wonderful. That looks pretty good. Now, I'm going to actually drop these side walls down by 2 blocks, I think. So I'm going to set that to air. And then set that and that to 159.8. Yeah, and do that around all of the sides. So we go from there to there, set to air, there to there, set to 159.8. Yep, and then just the towers. Just the towers left to do. And these look pretty simple, so we should be okay. Set to air. And set to 159.8. Wonderful. Oh, one detail I did miss on the top of the building here is there's a couple of little black areas, it looks like, right in this corner. So I'll put those. There's 2 of them. So put those up like this. There you go. Just a little bit of detail. Doesn't take 2 seconds to put in, does it? 1 higher. Maybe 2 higher, actually. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool little detail. That actually really helps the whole building as well. Okay, wonderful. Spider webs go all the way along these. I am going to shortcut with the tool this time, though. There, there, to there, there, and there. Boop. Boop. Set to 30. I'm remembering them now. I wonder if I'll ever be able to know exactly every single block ID in the game. I bet there's people that are. I bet there are people that can. Okay, so now what we've got to do is actually make this 1 block wider. Because as you can see, it does get wider on the little picture. I hope I remember to put these pictures up on the videos. I do hate it when I forget to. Alright, like that. Let's copy and paste this to make it a little bit bigger. Copy. My microphone's right in the way. Paste. And paste. And then we're going to get the glass to go around here. Probably easy to do it by hand, actually, isn't it? How high do we want to go? 2 blocks high with the glass? I think so. So we go 1 block. 2 blocks up with the glass. I'm going to have to put some little microblocks as well on here. I think I'm going to do some grey just to make them stand out a little bit. I don't think it might not be necessary to. I might do anyway. Okay, like that. And then we're going to get the brown wool here. And I'm just going to do a normal roof. We could do some funky stuff with it, but I don't think it's totally necessary. In fact, that's actually going to hit the building if we do it like that. I'm going to do it from there to there. 159.12. Set to 159.12. And then do the same on the top here. Boop, boop. 159.12. It's probably best to do it by hand from this stage. Like that. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty cool. It would be nice. You know what? I think I am going to go around with slope blocks on them. It takes me a little bit longer to do, but I think it will look better. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do that for all 4 of them. I'm going to put the slopes on. I'll put the grey on, and then we'll come back to see pretty much the finished project. All right. Still a little bit of work to do. I found these blocks, Carpenters Prison Slopes. These are going to be perfect to go right on the top, look. It makes the perfect peak. I don't think I've seen those before. But I'm glad I have now. I don't think that we needed to do them on another building that I've missed, but yeah, sweet. Little aerials up on the wall. I had a look at the locations of them. They're sort of all clumped together on some of them like that. We're sort of really starting to close in now on the completed project here. I shouldn't have done it all in one episode. It has absolutely knackered me. I've done this all in one sitting without a break. And Minecraft can be quite difficult to do all in one sitting, as it turns out. I thought I wouldn't have had a problem. but it has been like a couple of hours now working on this. It still probably wouldn't have fit into 2 episodes. There's all stone down in the middle there now. That looks good. It still probably wouldn't have worked on a single, on 2 episodes, because there's just not enough to do on camera, because it is just the same thing pretty much repeated over and over again. But I shouldn't have done it all in one go. That's for sure. There we go. I like that with the grass there, I think, better. Wonderful. So now we've got that. There is a couple of things that I do want to do still. The first thing is we're actually going to put some bricks in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round, not too many, but I'm going to go around and I'm going to just put in some of these Carpenters blocks in the walls. Like this. Might as well go around all the sides. Just here. Just a few of them. Not too many. The more you have, the less of an effect it's going to give you at the end anyway. So you want to keep these to a real minimum when possible. I'll put 2 together. And then down here. I'm sure you've seen this before. If you've watched the series before, you'll know exactly what we're going to do. We're going to blow the whole thing up. No, we're not. No, we're not going to blow the whole thing up. We're going to make it look like it's got a bit of a brick texture on it. Another daytime. There we go. Oh, man. That I've seen more night times here than I think I have on any other series ever. Ooh, frame rate. Still a little bit funny today. I really don't know what that is. Okay, what we're going to do now is let's get our chisel next to that block. We're going to colour it and then hit it with the chisel once. And it just puts a nice little brick texture on. And it's going to be perfect to make this wall look like it's got more detail in it than we've actually put in it. It's a technique used by cartoonists, obviously like the Simpsons. Family Guy uses the same technique. Artists use it, you know, when they're painting houses and stuff like that, you know, on canvas. They'll just put little tiny sections of bricks in, but then leave everything else blank. And your brain sort of automatically fills and says, oh, I see, yeah, it's a brick wall. Even though there's only a few parts that are actually brick, you already know what it's meant to be. It's a very, very clever technique. And it doesn't take long to do, but it makes a world of difference. 1 there. And a couple down. Oops. Down here. Bong. 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 And no. I nearly done it pretty much flawlessly. There we go. So as you can see, that adds just a little tiny bit of detail into the wall there. You can now tell that it's meant to be a completely brick wall. I think that looks so cool. That looks really, really nice. The towers might be a little bit too big, but in Minecraft there's a scale that we can only work to. There's not really much more we can do about it apart from just accept it and try and do our best with the available sizes that we have. Hiccups. That's what that stop was. It wasn't me thinking if I had said something wrong. It was that I was hiccuping. There's another little bush just on the end here. I'm just going to do one. Oops. One like this. Yeah, nice little bushes on the end. There's a little one here. So we'll do something like that. And then there's a few down the side here. But the majority is now complete. Well, I think the whole thing is complete. I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. I think that looks really cool. The grass really does help those little leaves. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm going to go and get some sleep. After that, I think we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!